Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is Primitive AK here, back with a Destiny video for you guys today. First of all, I'd just like to stop by thanking you guys all for stopping by for yesterday's stream. That was absolutely insane. Gained a ton of new subs, as well as gave out a ton of Destiny codes as well. Probably still got a few left over, but today we're going to be talking about a ton of secrets that are found within Destiny 2's beta. And there are actually quite a lot that we found just in the Inverted Spire strike. Now, first things first that you guys are going to be watching in the background is actually a captain that we found hidden on the left-hand side of the Inverted Spire strike. Now, to get to this, all you got to do is load into Inverted Spire and go behind you. You'll see a massive red cave over off to your right-hand side, and that's where you'll find it. All you got to do is just rewind the video and it'll show you where it is. But all this stuff is at the beginning of the strike, so you just got to make sure if you're in a do this with a party, because if you do it with a bunch of randoms, they're just going to progress through the whole strike. And pretty much that was the captain that you guys saw right there. And we also found the servitor on the right hand side. This you can't miss. It's always going to be right there, so that's nothing too extravagant. But the servitor looks a lot more, I guess you could say, well designed. It's not just a purple floating ball. It has a much more broader design to it, which is really nice in my opinion. And the next thing I wanted to show you guys in this video is you can actually get Pikes in Destiny 2. So if you notice, there are no sparrows so far in Destiny 2, and there weren't any other vehicles that we noticed. But as you can see, there's 2 Pikes that just randomly spawned in. Now once again, this is a random spawn, so when you load into the strike, you gotta look behind you, and you may or may not see these 2 Pikes up on that ramp. You usually spawn at the top of that ramp, so you just gotta look behind you, and you may see those 2 guys running away. If you see them running away, don't worry. They're either going to disappear, or the Pikes are just going to be abandoned over off to the milky electrified waterways. So you'll see it way in the back over here. This entire place you can explore, which is really nice. As you can see, there's 2 Pikes in the back over there, as well as a yellow bar, I guess you could call it Minotaur. I'm not sure if they changed the name on those things, but all you gotta do is cross that river, and you see there'll be 2 Pikes, and there may or may not be 3, depending. I know there was actually 3 when we came to this area. As you can see, the Pike is still a terrible vehicle. I can't stand it, but it's nice to see that they kept these vehicles in Destiny 2, because we didn't really see them anywhere in the trailer. We didn't even see Fallen in the trailer as far as I know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember seeing Fallen in the trailer anywhere. So it's nice that they have this little thing added into the beta. As you can see, it's still really bad. It's the same tier as Destiny 1 with the Pikes. They're nowhere near as good, but hey, if you want some nice fast traveling, not have to worry about sprinting around everywhere, you do have these to mess around with. So moving on, this is another thing that I figured you guys may or may not have noticed. If you hang around in this same area for an extended period of time, I believe what we found was what's known as a lost sector. Now, a lost sector, they did explain it's like unexplored areas, part of Destiny 2's world, and it may spawn high tier enemies or massive waves of enemies. Now, if you guys remember, this is similar to what we saw in Destiny 1, which was what was known as the enemy is moving against one another. Basically, if you sat in a patrol area for an extended period of time, you would see something in your bottom left-hand corner known as it had a text that said the enemy is moving against one another, and basically it would spawn massive waves of enemies in such a short amount of time, and it would just be a massive slaughter fest of just constant shooting everybody all over the place, and they would just spawn so many enemies that you would eventually die, of course, because it was just too many enemies to take on all at once. And that's pretty much what's going on in this area. As you can see, we were here for a good 10 to 15 minutes killing all these enemies. And let's take a moment to look at this guy with a staff. As you guys can see, they started spawning Fallen over here, and one of the Fallen actually has a staff that he's holding. As you guys can see it, we didn't kill these guys off the ship because the guy is holding a staff. Look at this. He has an electrified staff. Honestly, Bungie did an amazing job with the customization of the enemies, just the variety that they did with these things. Now, I know they had something similar in Destiny 1, but as you can see, it's actually pretty good looking if you ask me. But overall, what we do believe is what is known as a lost sector that they may have just thrown into the beta. Now, I'm not saying that this is 100% a lost sector or that it's going to be like this in the final release, but this definitely could be something that we're going to see in Destiny 2 for the lost sectors, or at least a glimpse of what we can expect in the Destiny 2 final release. But this is a random event, so we loaded in the second time after this and it didn't actually pop up. So this is definitely something that's normally not part of the strike. This could be similar to the enemies moving against one another event from Destiny 1. However, there was no text on screen when the event started, so we believe that this is a lost sector that they may have just added into the beta, just to give you guys an idea of what to expect in the Destiny 2 full release. But I'm going to leave you guys with the rest of the gameplay. Let me know in the comments box what you guys think, and let me know if you guys experienced this as well. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more Destiny related content if you guys are new, and it is your boy Primitive AK signing out. Peace. Yo, maybe this is a lost sector or something, I don't know. I gotta switch to a Dawn Blade. This is too many enemies. I got 3 orbs here. Bro, I think we broke the game. I think we broke something. Hold up, let me switch to Dawn Blade. There's a lot of enemies here. Oh shoot, I'm about to die. He's so beefy, man. Where is he?